Welcome y'all to Black of the Motherfucking Berry Midnight.
I like that.
Yeah, son. Listen, it's your man Dean. We got the Madman Los in the building, but then also we got an extremely special guest in the building.
Don't flatter me.
Making her Black of the Berry debut.
Go ahead.
Making
Okay.
her residency debut with
ahead.
us. And then also making her podcast debut in general. We have Ms Paulino. Let's get the applause, please.
Stop. Double F Steff in the building. What's going on, Steph? How you feeling? What's going on with your
good.
player?
Finally, somebody left you hanging. Thank you.
I didn't get left.
How are you
hanging.
doing?
It was just a delayed. It was a delayed reaction.
It was. I was like,
It was a delayed reaction.
but at least
Don't
it
try to play
happened.
me.
At least it
Yeah.
happened too.
Don't try to
At
play
least,
me.
at least it happened.
Yeah, but I'm just glad that we finally got you in here.
Yes.
It's been
it's
forever.
been like almost a year.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yes,
you were.
actually.
Yeah, like February 2019.
And the funny thing is, we're still in the same season, so it doesn't even matter, you know.
Still season 1 of
Yeah,
Midnight.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've been rocking strong, and I'm glad we're here, and we're finally here. So we've met prior to this.
Yes.
At SG's Poetry and Paint Nights. And-
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out SG.
Deadlift
That's my
Queen.
That's my person.
Yo, she's lit.
Yeah.
She is.
So so we met there, and there's where we first witnessed the repertoire of bars that you have.
The repertoire.
You like that, right? Yeah. See that?
I like that.
I would have to agree because prior to the camera starting to roll, you were going through your phone looking at all. I guess it was your poetry.
Yeah, it's not
And-
even half of it though.
And she was
That
scrolling.
was like a condensed.
She was scrolling.
Like I
so,
looked up one word and it was just like what I have that one word in.
so Arsenal is correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Repertoire. Yeah. Toolage, tool bag, handy belt. You know, that's what she does.
I'm ready.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
out
So,
here. I'm out
so
here.
basically, let's get into that at first. We have so many, Black of the Berry is a sanctuary for creatives. You know what I mean? So we welcome that. So, what was when did you start writing? What was it that really influence you to branch out? Like, let me get this pain and whatever I'm feeling onto page.
So I actually started writing when I was in second grade. I mean, I wasn't out here like, sharing my thoughts and
Right.
stuff.
That'd be dope as a second grader.
No,
But blue is
imagine.
blue and green is green. But white is yellow. Yellow. Peace.
But I didn't write poetry unless it was like assigned in high school, but
Right.
I did write like a lot of short stories. I actually got awarded the author of the month in North Middle School. Shout out North.
Okay.
North Side.
Shout out. Now where's that at?
Brentwood.
Okay. Shout out Brentwood.
So it was like a
Yeah,
writing
gosh.
competition, and then got author of the month, got my piece published
Oh,
on a little
plaque thing.
a little plaque with my
Okay.
little picture on it.
Okay. Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Baby Double F still getting her awards.
You
I see
know.
it.
Telling crazy stories at a young age.
So it's been just a natural progression since young. You've always had that entrance of pen, paper, and just kind of setting a story.
Yeah, so I feel like, everybody has a story, but I feel like I have a unique story
Okay.
because, I wasn't born here. So
Where you from?
I was born in the Dominican Republic.
Okay,
Shout
D.
out.
Shout out
What up,
DR.
DR? Que lo que,
Santiago,
mi gente?
Cibao,
What's
Cibao.
up? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm team half Poppy Negro. You know what I mean? So what's up?
Speak that Spanish, though.
Yeah, I got it. What's up? I'm in here, man.
Oh, man.
America.
Oh, my God. Please,
Sorry.
not at these times.
Yeah,
you can't,
all
you
right,
can't
all
say
right,
these
all right,
things.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we in America. We should
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's what America does. Just messes it up.
Dean over there.
That's what I did. I did what America does. Just go mess some fucking shit up.
Dean
'Cause
over
that's
here
what we
want to
Now
do
you gotta
50
fix it.
push-ups in his fatigues and shit like this. I'm ready for when they draft me.
Oh, my God.
We can talk about that later.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
But as you were
I'm
saying,
gonna be
you're
a
from the DR.
housewife now.
My husband
I'm
went
gonna
to the
resign
army.
all my creative duties. What you wanna eat, honey? When you come back from work, I got the kids.
You come back from war. Yeah, that's jokes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
he
so,
sent me out there.
so you're from the DR.
Yeah, I came here when I was like 3.5, almost 4.
Okay. Shout out.
Shout out. I went to like kindergarten as like bilingual. So Spanish is my first language. But, I've adapted the
Look at
English
that.
language.
Look at that English. Sounding good to me.
I know, right?
Would have never known.
Look at that.
I mean, it was my favorite class, so
And look at
Interesting.
that. And bilingual, and that's a tool right now to be
Yeah.
bilingual. I wish I would knew more Spanish. I'll be out here a CEO or something.
You don't really want it, though, because I work at a doctor's office, and it's like them Spanish patients, they just be calling in, like, and I'm like, you're lucky I speak Spanish. Like, how you just going to call a doctor's office?
Yeah, no, yeah. You know, that it could be, but I'm excellent at getting people off the phone.
Yeah.
15 seconds or under.
Wow.
I pride myself.
I'm over here, like, mute. I'm like, what do you want?
But yeah.
That's fucked up.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, that's fucked up.
You're one of those people. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
No, I'm not. I'm actually, it's weirdly enough, like, because I do work in customer service myself, I do try to be patient with customer, other people in customer service.
Yeah.
But no, I just was saying it's fucked up because I'm just imagining this poor old, lady.
No, I'd be compassionate.
But you just get her off the phone like, oh, bitch,
Yeah,
we
because
tired
a
of
lot
you.
of the times they call and
And
it's
they
not
repeat
even for
themselves
us.
and shit.
Yeah. Or
You
I
know.
can't hear you, and I'm like, can you hear me now?
Good.
I'm
Good.
actually. So you're learning. See, this is on the job training right now. She
Yeah.
actually said that, projected her voice and didn't even peak. That's impeccable. First of all, I just want to say, as you know, I mean, some people, yes, peace. Some people can't do that, man. But now let's get back onto.
Back to the story.
sorry,
Yeah.
my
No,
story.
you're fine. You're fine. We are the king of swerving off and coming right back on. So we're
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But so when did you seriously start writing again?
Well, no, hold on. Because
What?
before that, I wanted to, because she said her story's unique, and I want to
Oh,
tie
yes,
that
you're right.
into
I forgot about that.
putting that story onto the page.
being a immigrant.
I'm an immigrante.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from a strict Dominican household.
Oh, shit.
Strict Catholic,
Mm-hmm.
trying to raise us the way they were raised.
Chocolate
got
is
you.
projectiles.
You know what I mean? So it's very hard to adjust to like the westernized world.
When everything around you is just
super cultural.
and crazy, and you can't really even interact with it because
Yeah.
it goes against everything that's being taught within you.
Right.
I understand now.
And they don't like, I don't know what it is. Like they don't really transition into like the newer.
Okay,
Like
so
adapt.
Yeah, they don't adapt to it. So
Like you're stuck in your ways. You know, what I mean, you can't teach a dog new
Yeah.
tricks. You know, and I think that's a generational thing too. Sometimes.
it is.
You know what I mean? Sometimes that are people older than us, our parents, they've been taught this way, and usually they teach us that way, and then they're stuck that way.
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. But I mean, like,
In
it's a
some
blessing
cases-
and a curse.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
So is that where you draw a lot of your power when it comes to creating your stories? Is that where a lot of your creation is, or is there something further down the line that's also driving it as well now?
There's something further down the line. I don't want to give out too much information because a lot of it's going to be in my book.
Ooh.
Ooh. So we have to get there now.
Should have started with that one. D.
Yeah, 100%. We should have went right there.
Should
So
I give some spoilers? I don't know.
I think so. So how far along are you in the book? And and does the book have a title yet, or is it still untitled?
No, it has a title.
Are
That's
they-
like the first thing I came up with.
Ooh, okay. Are you
Instead
ready to
of-
give that out right now or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've announced it. So it's called Turning Tragedies into Sunflowers.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's based on like past trauma, and then it'll be like kind of like an evolution of like how I took all the obstacles that I've encountered in my lifetime
Absolutely.
and just overcame every single one of them.
Can we just? I don't want to give the book away because we want the people to go out there because
Yeah,
we know it's
y'all
going to be
gotta buy it,
obviously
you know?
on
You gotta come back when you-
Amazon,
when you
Barnes
get-
and Noble.
when you-
And then
when you
obviously
get-
when you're doing your press
yeah.
run, we definitely need you to come back
Yeah,
here.
we need that. We
If
need
I
that.
get there, I mean, I'm gonna get there. Let's speak
Oh,
it
you
into
absolutely will be.
existence,
Yeah, no,
right?
2020. You're gonna get there.
But would you mind giving the people just an example of what they can expect from the book? So what is something that I may not necessarily expect from Ms Paulino that's going to be in this book that's going to wow and shock me, and it's like I have to read all of this and tell all my friends about it?
So I'm gonna give you a very dark example. And
Perfect.
I actually wrote a poem about it.
What?
Perfect.
I'm sorry.
I was trying. I was trying to be serious. There's a serious moment. My
No,
bad.
but I'm trying
My
to
bad.
make it like yes, it's going to be dark, but I just mean like this is what the people want to know. This is what they want to hear.
Right.
You
So
know
like
what I mean?
the thing is like by looking at me like I'm this bubbly, happy, like
Yes.
outgoing persona, right?
Yeah, when I first saw you, I was like, oh, this is the personification of awesomeness and just positivity.
Right. I mean, I try to
beautiful.
be, you know.
Peace.
I know.
That was
He says he doesn't do poetry.
yeah,
but
right. That I was on the spot.
write down
like,
your feelings.
yeah, man. Go ahead. Man, freestyle compliments out here. That was beautiful, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let me see what example I can use. So when I was in the 2nd grade, I was part of a home invasion. It was like right before Thanksgiving, like the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh.
So I was 7 years old.
I remember this poem.
Yeah. I did the poem the last Peyton Poetry Night because it was like right next to the anniversary of it. It was 10 years ago, I think.
And if you guys have seen your second IGTV about the night, you saw that she performed that. If they looked at the BTB video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
y'all gotta go after.
A little
So
glimpse of it.
yeah.
So definitely go back and check out and get that glimpse of it. But let's get into that a little bit. So what happened? You feel like let's get into the poem a little bit. I want to kind of break that down. Yeah, for the people who's at home who haven't had the chance to look at it.
So it was like the day before Thanksgiving, so we were getting ready for like all the festivities the next day.
Yeah.
And then we heard like a bang at the door, and it was like they were just banging and saying like police. So we were like, what the fuck? And oh, sorry, can I curse on here?
Fuck yeah, you can.
You do what you want.
So after that, it was kind of like, you know that Mr. Crab meme where like everything is just like
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to make
like
light of a dark
distorted-
situation.
like
over
distorted
here.
behind him.
Yeah,
He's
it
like,
was just
"Whoa."
like, what is going on?
Right.
So that happened. They just broke in through. We had like a side glass window.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
little like mini windows.
Yeah,
I
like
know
that,
what you mean.
you
On the
know,
other door,
on the
yeah.
side of the door,
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to make it look cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like barsted right in through there, and they gathered everybody in the house, had us all in the living room, and they were pretty much just asking like where all the money was, jewelry, and like it was like a real home invasion. Like these guys had masks. It was a group of them, and it was like a lot of us in the house because it was like a 2-story house, and yeah.
So this is a home invasion. This is not police or anything. This is
No, this is like an actual.
It's a
group
quasi
of masked
professional
men.
time.
Yeah.
I got you.
it was
Like
a
it
raid.
was targeted. Yeah. They still haven't been caught.
Did they get anything?
They took a lot of money and like a lot of jewelry that we had. They actually took my mom's wedding ring.
Damn.
Right off her finger, and she was 4 months pregnant with my sister
Oh
at
shit.
the time.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
traumatizing.
It's super traumatizing.
So you guys like after that like your whole like security is like
yeah,
you-
like I'm always alert. Like
Yeah.
I'm always looking.
and you can never
When I
get
get in and out of a
too
car,
comfortable.
like,
You're like
yeah.
because it's just like everything was all good.
Yeah.
And then that happened. So you always got this kind of like unresting feeling when everything is going too well, probably.
Right.
That must be crazy to live with.
So
Yeah. I mean, I live with it. Like
Right.
it happened, you know.
Right. Dean, you're perplexed over there. Why,
I
buddy?
know. I feel
No.
like he feels bad for me.
no, I do. But then more so,
He's like-
I want to ask as well.
As long as everybody's okay, that's it's
Yeah, but say
traumatizing.
one-
yeah,
Is
but-
everybody was all right?
There's no fatalities in it. My godmother did get shot in the leg because she like moved her. She had like a silk nightgown on, so she like they
Covered
obviously told
herself?
us not to move, and
Right.
then they like she like moved her dress down a little bit, and then they just shot her in the leg. And I thought that's why I say I thought it was a scare tactic, but like little did I know
She moved.
they shot my Nina's leg all for what?
Right. Bars.
bars. This is, and then also, this is why I'm a
What's
very
up,
big.
Dean? You're shaking up,
I
man.
No,
know,
I'm
I
not
feel
shaking.
We shouldn't have started like this.
No. I'm not shaking up at all. This is why I'm just a big proponent of the Second Amendment.
Oh,
I didn't want to go there with it at all, but the whole time I didn't want to go there at all.
I almost fucking read his mind.
Yeah,
it was like
no,
you-
I
like you
definitely. I hope
telepathically
you.
did it.
So do you have so? How do you feel about guns?
Well, I had a gun pointed to my head in that like home invasion,
But-
so
mhm,
I'm not too keen of them.
But you don't want one for your own protection, just in case, like to stop something like that from potentially.
I mean,
happening again?
that's more like that would probably make that situation worse if you had a gun in
Right.
that situation.
Because it was like a group of them. It wasn't like just 2 or 3 people. It was like legitimately
like 4 or 5. Yeah.
This then goes back to the conversation when people are just like, oh, well, what do you Americans need like certain kind of guns for? Mm-hmm. For this exact reason. I know people,
not like an AK-49. Like,
but then if you, but let's just take this for instance, right? Y'all weren't doing nothing. I don't know the full story, but in my mind, y'all are the innocent ones, right? So if y'all are the innocent ones who then had an AK-47, that immediately not only levels the playing field, puts the odds highly more in your favor. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me. Listen, we can. I understand the gun reform conversation, but listen.
You know what?
Like,
I don't know, because you know this.
No.
My whole thing is like I'm going to go like.
Let me tell you something.
Fuck. Like the whole time I was listening to it, it just was like in my head. I guess I was thinking about what I would do in those situations, and it's like, you know, before listening to this, if I'm hearing police raid, I wouldn't open the door, but obviously I would go to look and everything like that. But now I'm thinking if I hear like banging and yelling, talking about police raid, it's like, one, I know me. The police should not be raiding my residence. Right. So like my first instinct is going to go to get my gun. That's like, I'm going to get, like, it's we locked and loaded. I'm getting brown. And we about to have fun.
You don't have to push your agendas all the time, man.
I'm not, but that's really how I felt.
Nobody ever wants to open the door. They legit like just smash their way in.
And then that's when we party.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's when we partied. You put
right.
Get your friend.
God damn it! Then you're scaring the guests away.
Sorry. I just had like I'm imagining it in my house, and it's like you got to come up. Come on.
He's ready.
He is.
I just thought about it and then also too, I won't tell the setup, but I'm shooting buckshots and slugs.
Okay,
and then I have them in I'm saying, but I have it in a specific order. No, but it's for real though, and you live with me. You know how you know the order. So I
know the protocol.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Shit's going down.
Get Brown out the cage right now. I'm like, all right. Yeah. I'm over there with like a butcher knife. Like, all right.
And I forgot what happened.
Like a butcher knife and like a bat. What? Like 2 weird ass weapons that I can't even use. I need 2 hands for both of them. I'm like,
was that when I got drilled? Was that when somebody threatened to kill me?
I don't know.
At my job or something?
I don't know.
Something happened.
I don't know.
You work in customer service though.
Yeah. That goes to show you how good his customer service is.
No, it wasn't. It was, the type of customer service I'm in.
First of all, Dean, not to cut you off. You just went on a whole nother tangent, man.
100%. Let's get back to the guests.
Nobody give a fuck what you got going on.
They don't.
We see you every day, man.
Every day, B. But back to the question. So you wouldn't feel comfortable going to go get like a hidden concealed carry permit or something?
She's not comfortable with the guns, man. She got comfortable. It's traumatizing, man.
It is.
It's traumatizing.
Okay. No.
I would feel maybe comfortable going to like a shooting range and like, you know,
learning how to.
That's what I'm saying.
But I wouldn't own one.
But even if you learn how to use it properly, you still just wouldn't want to have one just as a. It always. I don't know. I guess because it fascinates. I believe women like.
It's deadly.
If anybody.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. When you see a gun just sitting there, just like it's. You gotta be. It's people pick this up like this, like it's gonna blow up at any moment. Like,
and I also feel like I think too far into like the future, and like if I have kids and they find it, there's like a lot of stories out there that like you know they do crack into it, take it to school. Oh my God, look at this gun!
And then you get in trouble.
Absolutely,
mommy dearest.
Absolutely,
you saw Power,
but then also I believe
that
little motherfucker Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
But then the reason Tyreek is the way he is because the way he was raised.
All right.
And the lack of intervention within his raising. So that's why he is the product of his environment per se. That's why he's such a beast.
All right. Well,
and I don't even watch Power, and I broke that down just like that.
That was very adequate. I'm not going to lie. That was very adequate. But back to
Ms Paulino.
Yes, please. Because if Dean goes off one more time, I'm taking the gloves off right now. I'm trying to interview you. You're fucking up the interview, man. Come on.
No, I was having a fun part of the interview. I just
with your pro-Republican agendas, all right?
I just said fuck the
Not
Republicans.
every
like
episode has to
ago.
be about your agendas and politics, man.
I was pushing I'm always going to push the Second Amendment.
I know that.
But that doesn't have to be a Republican agenda.
I'm a NRA member by association at this point.
Oh God.
There we go.
Black NRA member. Sorry.
I won't forget that even.
But all that aside, so how did y'all come back from that? How do you come back from that?
I mean, I was young, so I was 7. So I remember the scenes specifically because obviously they're very traumatizing. But as far as like treatment and stuff, I don't really remember. Like I remember after it, like after everybody was safe, they were gone. Like, obviously, we took my godmother to the hospital, and then we went to the precinct, and then we went to my grandma's house and, like, stayed there for the night. So my mom says, like, we did therapy. Like, they did therapy on me, obviously, and then, like, family therapy. But I don't.
Did y'all get
really
any money from
remember
that?
it.
I'm just saying because
What money can you? Well, besides the homeowner insurance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't-
Something.
Honestly, like, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I
but
was a
from
little
who?
kid.
Yeah, little kid.
Yeah.
Only thing is homeowner insurance because who there's
Yeah,
no one for them
nobody
to
got
sue.
caught ever.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So they're still roaming out there. If you see me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't come for me.
I'm about to say you don't want to have that kidney
Come for Dean. He got the Second Amendment rights.
at your fucking listen
At
He
your
got
at your
my
own
back.
fucking detriment. I promise you that. Because even if you get me, you going too.
Oh my God.
All right.
I'm sorry.
This ain't a fucking old corral,
That's my
man. Come
body-
on.
I'm
my
just
bodyguard
saying.
Yeah, right.
here.
Like,
Just saying.
Dean's the armed
about
guard
to be
part
my
on.
new
Listen,
bodyguard.
Brenda crying, somebody else is crying. Fuck outta
Anyway,
here.
can we
Back
lighten
onto
up here?
subject.
She's talking about turning things turning tragedies into sunflowers.
You just got over the tragedy part.
Okay.
Now we about to go over the hump. See,
Okay.
look at that. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's like it's a drama. We had to suck them in, and now we're about to show them the light.
Oh,
So now,
so was Dean trolling us this whole
This
time?
whole time. Yo.
I'm a halfway of a professional.
Wow.
Did you go to journalism school?
I didn't. I actually. So I just.
Oh, here we
fuck
go.
all that. Yeah.
I want to know a little bit. Sorry. A glimpse.
I have. Funny enough, I have
2
not-
hours later.
I really thought about that.
So then I was in journalism school, and then
We had a, no. We had a. Didn't we have public speaking together?
no.
No, I had it with Madison, but Professor Maddox or whatever his name
Yes.
was. I took that. That kind of like introduced me to it, and then just when we started doing the podcast, I would watch other podcasts and just watch like other news commentators and just kind of see how they would do the flow of things and
Yeah.
like the tone of conversations. So, and then I just kind of like tried to follow. So like when I was like getting that disturbed, all right, we're gonna open up the veil. When I was getting that disturbed look, I was like trying to like bring like
You're trying to muster something up.
not even that because I really felt it, but like if you look at a 60-minute interview and like when they're getting in like but I'm saying but and then like
Katie Couric's like,
no, but then like she's getting into it because it's like you're trying to get more out of who you're interviewing, and then that's what
Right.
I just was trying. I was just like I just tried it.
Just what is it? 60-minute.
Yeah, 60-minute.
60-minute my ass.
yeah, he did.
No, but I was
Jedi mind tricked you.
did.
He's like, and tell me more about it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong though. I was really feeling that though. Like
No,
that's
I
why,
know.
yeah, because that really did.
I
put,
felt your energy. That's why I was like, oh, like don't feel bad for
no,
me.
I just. It was one of those things. I really was like, I wish you had a gun.
Oh my God.
He wanted to burst into the scene. Get down.
Who knows? Maybe my
some
book
fucking-
will be turned into a movie. You never know.
That'd be fire.
That would be
That'd be fire.
Because honestly, shit, that would be a hell of a like. I'm just thinking about
The
it from a director.
visuals, yeah.
As a first scene.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that opening scene move. First of all, let's stop talking about this on camera because that I want to be a part of that, and that we're gonna cut that right there. So let's get into this poetry because that's what we all like, we all love. This, like I said before, this is a sovereignty for not sovereignty. This is a sanctuary.
Doesn't that make people assholes though?
What? A sanctuary for creatives?
Because I air out
No.
a lot of shit.
No. We love like people love poetry, right? Mm-hmm. But then in order to get good poetry, most of the time you have to go through some real shit, and it's like, damn, like how, like it just
It's a healing process, though, bro.
It is, but I'm saying that we like hearing, like we at a base root, us humans like to hear about other people's struggles.
Of course, because we relate. We can take
Yeah.
bits and pieces of what you have gone through, and it's like, it could give me hope, and it could give me some sort of direction. You know
I'm thinking
what
about it from a pessimistic point of view, like
You are. You're kind of nitpicking.
I feel
at it.
like it opens
no. I'm not trying to be negative though.
No, I
I'm
know.
just I'm just trying to open up.
You're technical. That's all it is.
Just trying to broaden the conversation.
Yeah.
It opens up like you have to be vulnerable in order to do what you're doing, right?
That's what it is.
So, and a lot of people don't talk about their feelings, period. Like they suppress a lot of their feelings.
Absolutely.
So when I'm vulnerable enough and I share my experiences, I have people DMing me like, whoa, like I really felt that. Like you went through that. Did you see somebody go through that? And I'm like, no, everything I write comes from like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how to write about somebody else. Like,
And that's fucking beautiful because as you said, like especially being a creative, like you just the fact that you even told that story, like one, I'm definitely buying the book.
No, yeah,
Because
that's fire.
if that was the first taste, it's like
That wasn't the first taste.
It is a major
Well,
taste
no,
of it.
Right.
She gave
It
you a
was-
little
I mean,
dish.
It
no,
was
no,
like, yeah. It
I mean,
was-
not the first taste for the book. I mean, like,
His first taste.
yeah,
of what it's gonna be like.
Yes, and then even the
Yeah.
people are seeing at home. It's like, wow.
But it's not all that like dark or deep.
Of course,
I mean, it's very deep, but like.
of course. Listen, don't try to undersell it. Don't
Yeah,
try to
no,
undersell
yeah. Don't be
it.
I mean, it's
modest here.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. It's gonna be on Amazon hopefully this year. You know?
Absolutely it will be.
Pick
If
it
you're
up.
play the trumpet, you know what I mean? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
pick it up,
absolutely.
pick it up.
I'm there with you.
100%. Yes. It's going to be a great project, and like I said, I can already tell just from that because if you were, and that's what I mean is if you were open enough to put this story out here on the whim, kind of not on the whim, but we just like kind of on the spot. I asked you, we didn't discuss this prior. I can only imagine what you're going to put in a book that you've been thinking and writing about, and then the story that has been basically been told, as you said, your whole life. This book is going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I will be.
It's my.
You said that like Kodak
story,
Black.
so- I don't even know.
I hope so.
I don't even know who he is.
You don't know who Kodak
I
is?
like know of him, but it's not like I listen.
It's
to
okay.
him.
I don't.
You
I
don't? High five. Awesome.
I listen
Yes.
to people who have like bars, content.
I mean,
lyricists.
I'm there with y'all, but sometimes.
I mean,
you be-
sometimes there's
you know.
songs on the radio that you
You
be
know.
bopping to.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
Every
what
now
Kodak
and
is.
then.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Kodak
of
is
one
good,
of
I
his
guess.
songs.
What Tunnel Vision
you gotta
versus
sing it.
no.
Give me a little glimpse.
No, I can't even do
And
his
then I'll let you
voice.
know.
I can't even do his voice. His voice is too much.
I don't even-
He's like, give me like a baby
You just-
Wayne voice kind of
Oh,
voice.
no.
It's like a baby Wayne that's just like dripped in heroin, I feel. Because like have you ever looked at Kodak? He looked like he's just on something. Like his eyes.
No,
always
he definitely-
wide.
he definitely-
like
he
he's just
definitely-
like wild and crazy.
He
like,
definitely look like he's on something because he is.
is he even ever getting out of jail now?
All right, come on,
Oh,
man.
he's the one that's in jail.
Yeah.
Again for being a dumbass.
Pills.
Yeah, but
He's a young Florida nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's hard
you know
out there.
what?
Oh
But we don't
my
need to
God.
bring all that negativity over here to the personification.
You know why?
Of positivity.
You know why?
You see
it's
what I'm
all
saying?
about turning those tragedies
into smiles. Wait,
Sunflowers.
fuck. Damn.
I had it.
That's
I had it. I was about to do it, Dean.
Damn.
See, this is what happens, man.
Yeah, I need to be here.
No, we all here, but Dean's over here. You worry about Second Amendment, trying to push that shit on here.
I wasn't
Like,
even.
goddamn.
He said smiles. It's because I was smiling.
Yeah, it
you
was.
know?
Yeah,
It was. And they both start with S's. We could give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I was trying.
But yeah, so we about maybe like halfway in. So we about halfway in, and I think it's about time.
I think it is.
Pressure.
I think it is time because I think the stage has been set.
The stage has definitely been set. We've referenced the the pain that you pull from in your pieces, and like again, if you didn't see the piece that she was referencing or the time that she's referencing, go back to the BTB IGTV interview with Ms Paulino. You can see it there.
No, he caught that like on the low.
What?
You caught that video. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
I
I
watch
watch
it. Like, hey, so quick question for you.
Like, it's Black of the Berry over here.
yeah. You know how to do. You know how to do. You know what I mean? Because what
No,
is.
we're appreciative. We don't really get coverage for the Paint and Poetry Night, and the fact that you do come out not only to perform but to also like interview the poets and try to get to know us better.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope.
Can we get some snaps for that, please? Snaps for Los. Snaps for
Come on,
Los.
Come on,
That's
guys.
for
Let's
love.
it.
Please.
Go.
No, but seriously. No, but seriously, if we're gonna do it, because I edit all those things by myself.
So you started.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So they give you the applause.
Okay, thank you. Cue my own applause. I'm gonna cue my own applause post production.
Gangster. See? Your magic powers.
Yeah, that's true. And I wish I could get like those Thug Life glasses sliding down right now.
Oh my god.
I could do that.
You could do that.
I just don't want to watch a YouTube video of how to do it later on, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna
So
skip
I'm
over.
stick
it.
to what I know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah. So yeah, bars time.
So you first, right?
What? Excuse
ladies,
me.
Ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first. It's my show. What, lady?
I
What?
haven't done this poem in a while, but it is on my IG. It's like
And our handle was right above her head.
okay. So it's called Scar Tissue, and another thing I get my creative juices from is a recent like heartbreak.
Oh.
So
Who did that?
I don't want to give him any clout.
Damn.
So They know. He knows who he is.
You fucked up, dogs.
You done fucked up.
It's all
Beats.
good. It's a blessing in disguise again. Like
2020.
I wouldn't have started writing if it wasn't for it.
You know why, right? Because we're out here turning our tragedies into sunflowers. Ding.
Got it.
Dean didn't say it to fuck it up.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so bars time.
Okay. Let me see if I memorize it. I don't hate you. Some days, I just wish I never met you now. I'm not saying I regret it, but the pain you caused became too hectic. It's crazy. You're out here telling people I didn't get the hint. I let my guard down and I was warned. It's time you take some accountability. You see, my problem is I wear my heart on my sleeve. I became too blind to see that you stopped appreciating me. I try to make sense of it because your actions were always misleading. Every time you would leave, you always came back crying, practically begging for another opportunity to then go back to doing the same fuckery, and the cycle repeats? How could I be so naive? I took you out the friend zone with so much hesitation, chose to ignore my female intuition. My DMs flooded like a stage 5 hurricane with screenshots from women I didn't know. Images of you looking so thirsty, it had to be your insecurities. It became embarrassing to claim you as my man, to give you that chance. The emotional abuse became something I got used to. Putting the blame on me was your favorite excuse. Your love language is so cynical. I use my written words that now have turned to spoken words to help you foresee reasons not to give up on me. Unknowingly, feeding your ego. I didn't need you. I chose to be with you, despite the shit you put me through. On God, I'll never be this delusional. I don't hate you. If anything, I want to thank you for teaching me to never give myself to anyone entirely. The next man I meet has to match my energy. I'm not holding a grudge. I just will never fall so deep. Scar tissues that may never heal? Shit. You'll never know how that feels. But one thing's for sure. I know one day I'll be able to love again. I won't make him pay for what you did to me, even with all those restless nights crying myself to sleep over a dipshit that didn't give a fuck about me.
Preach.
Rest assured, without hesitation or uncertainty, he'll be twice the man you could ever be.
Oh, fucking
Bars. Peace, 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 peace.
Chopped it up a little, but you know, you got it.
Go ahead, Dean. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I want to break the poem down.
That's what I'm saying. That, you,
Yeah.
you go first. Go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So
motherfucking dipshit.
yeah, like all right. So one thing too, I don't even know the motherfucker, but there's something that you said that just really just pissed me off the rip. I hate when motherfuckers are doing foul or you doing something wrong or you know you the asshole. Don't try to blame the other individual in the equation. You fucking sucker ass sucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's some real bullshit. Like,
man is accountability.
Especially when the other party is super loyal, understanding, takes you back.
So that's a granted thing.
like,
Taking it for granted thing. That's what that is.
100%. And now what's gonna end up happening is that your ass is
the boss up. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, she gonna boss up, and then
I've been
karma's a
bossing
motherfucker.
up all 2019.
Snap, snap, snap.
So, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That poem.
Yeah.
That was the first poem I ever performed. And it was like the first paint and poetry night.
Right.
And SG was like, you're going on that stage. You're going on that stage. And I was like, I'm not ready. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even have anything prepared. And she was like, nah, you got this. So the Monday and Tuesday of that week, I wrote that poem.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
And then you were writing him poetry throughout y'all whole thing, trying to get it to work, and to just is that what you meant when you said somebody writing you, or like you were just writing him trying?
No, so
Niggas a sucker
I'm like
anyway.
a little cheesy in a way, because like let's say when we did break up or whatever, like I would actually write like a letter. Like taking it back to like, you know, like,
post office.
Not post office.
She wouldn't send
I
it,
would
but
literally
the
like,
style.
yeah, like I would handwrite a letter and just like explain, you know, try to comprehend like what was going on.
Right.
What you're gonna like, if you do this is what's gonna happen, and are you aware of the consequences? You know, type thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if we're done, like I'm done. Like you'll never see me again. Like we'll never speak again.
Yeah, that's why.
And I'm like, are you ready for that?
Drop off.
Damn.
I like that. Fuck that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, 100%. I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
But No, I was just like breaking down the poem, everything, just trying to like understand and everything. Good God, you're a monster. Like I'm talking about, like the poetry.
With
Yeah,
the poetry.
yeah. Woo, child.
You know what it is. She's becoming the spokeswoman for turning her tragedies into sunflowers. You know what I'm saying?
That poem got a lot of views.
Yeah.
And it didn't even like. All right. This is a spoiler alert.
I like
but
these.
I posted the what was it? The open call.
Yes.
So
yes.
this is the poem I'm turning into like a cinematic, like video.
Shake my hand. I'm also
Good.
doing that with one of my poems.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. I like that. I like that idea because I think it's gonna be dope. I already know because if I'm envisioning how I'm envisioning it, I understand you're probably doing something similar like that. It's gonna be dope because I think it's gonna be to putting it because with the words you can see it, but you're leaving it up to people's imagination. Where
Right.
now you're gonna give them the words and the visual.
And the visuals,
So now it's gonna be
right.
like
Because just by hearing it, you feel it.
exactly.
And it's not just like females. I've had, males be like, damn, like I was that person. Like I was the bad guy. But I've also been in that situation.
Right. And that's what
And I feel like that's why a lot of people can relate to it.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say before. Like, being a fellow poet and seeing other people create, you can kind of relate to their things. And so maybe we're not, maybe she's talking about her ex fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all of it. Maybe not be relatable, but maybe you could piece
Right.
some of the things. Be like, oh wow, I used to do shit like that, or wow, I know somebody that did something like that. So yeah, man, that was fire. What you digging in the crates for, Dean? You got something?
I got something for you.
What? What? Dean digging in the
Round of
crates?
applause for Dean.
Yeah, please.
Please.
I don't know why I'm doing this because the applause is gonna come in anyway. Cue my own applause.
So
Bring out the dancing lobsters.
we're gonna call this Into the Darkness.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
He's freestyling.
Yo,
this. Off the dome.
I'm fucking proud of you, dog. I might fucking
been-
cry. I'm so
Wipe the
proud of you.
tears.
I'm so
I
proud of
see
you.
it.
I'm so proud of you, D. Go ahead, brother.
When darkness surrounds you, there is no light. But then when there is no light, there is no darkness. Peace, 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 peace.
He's got me again. That motherfucker.
You really thought he had a poem in that phone? Come on. How many episodes I got? He does this every time.
I thought I trusted you.
There will be one day.
One
There's
day
gonna
it's
be
gonna be out
one
of
day he's
nowhere.
gonna pop out and just.
I really
look,
got
he's crying
teary-eyed, bro,
again.
because I was really happy for you. I felt like Tyra. I was like, I trusted you. We all trusted you.
No,
you do this to us?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I did have something, but then the minute I was about to start saying it, it was just like, it went away.
That's
Oh,
what happens
yeah,
when I get on
yeah.
stage
You know
sometimes.
what I mean?
I'm like,
Welcome to our world, my friends.
Yeah.
I can, yeah, because like I had it, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, nah. I'm just
You be
not.
prepared for a whole week, and then you come out there and you got the mumble mouth. You're like,
I think
what just happened?
Well, I
And then you
think
take out the phone, and I'm like, I know I memorized this.
And it's like your brain's like, we forgot the
Nope. Yeah,
files.
we forgot it. SpongeBob.
We forgot the files.
so. Let's
Fine
talk
dining
about that
and
for
breathing.
a second. How was y'all first time performing in front of a live crowd? What was some of the feelings that y'all got? Talk to me.
So I was nervous, but I read it, and I think that with my, I think the bars are there, but I need to work on my performance and
Okay.
memorizing it so I could deliver it how I want to deliver it.
I hear you.
Because I think that my style of writing is very powerful, and
Oh, it is.
and I just need to really showcase that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's what I think. But I think I went first, so I really set the whole
Yeah.
mood. My first time ever going went first, so I was like,
Me too. No, I went second, actually.
yeah, that was like, okay. But yeah,
To the wolves.
yeah, literally. But I think that's the most effective way because
And
I came here for a reason. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. And what about you? Because I'm gonna have a follow up question for y'all. That's why. What about you?
Okay, so that was the first poem I ever performed,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had it like I almost had it all memorized because I was
Right.
practicing like
Yeah.
day and night in my car during my lunch break.
Yeah,
like,
getting
type
after it,
shit.
absolutely.
Yeah. So. I mean, I went second because
Mm-hmm.
I refused to go first, as she wanted me to go first, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Nope, I'm gonna walk out
yeah.
right now."
yeah, that's what I was like. I was like,
Yeah.
do I have to?
So So just because of like y'all styles of poetry, right? Just because not only do y'all write it out, but then y'all are performing it as well. Is it something to whereas y'all may want to wait a little bit before you per se record it? And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, if you could go back, your first time going, would you not have recorded it? Maybe gone to like 2 or 3 live events per se, and then recorded it once you've kind of shapened it up. Would that is something? Is that kind of in y'all?
I think that would have helped.
Like, well, not even really. Besides help, but does it change your writing style? For instance, so like, would there ever? Because I know I'm thinking about it like from comedians. Like comedians may start, the joke may start, my house burned down. But then by the time they put the joke out, it was like my house burnt down because my kids ain't shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. I think you know what it is for me, and this is I'm all new to this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when I went there, I was like, my shit's the shit. You know what I mean? And I went there, I was like, it's not. And I was like, yeah, I was like, all right, my shit's there, but I just need to work on some things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think for me, I can't, recreate the wheel, but I could put some bells and whistles on it.
Absolutely.
It's all a learning experience. Like for me, my first time, I was like, I went in there and I got second place, but I lost to Jess. But Jess been like she's been at this for
Jess's pen is
and
different.
she's like
I definitely respect
she's like
her
on
pen.
another level.
Right.
I definitely respect her pen.
So I was like, I respect it. Bow down. Like,
Is that
you
also
got
because
this.
she's had a little bit more time in the craft,
right?
Versus y'all.
Yeah. And I think, and with that too, is
besides that, and then obviously her being a beast.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
experience. She's able to tell the story and actually portray and how it and make it hit the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
You know what
Like
I mean?
you feel like you're there.
Right, and to me, it's all about imagery. That's why I try to be as very vivid and candid as I can. Because I like to create the picture. And I think that just honestly does a really good job at that. And a lot
Shout out to Jess.
yeah, shout out to Jess.
My other girl.
A lot of it
Big ups.
is dealing with relationships and stuff like that. So it's easy to relate to, and it's like, damn. When these niggas gonna stop dragging through the mud, baby girl? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah.
That's how I feel. You know what I mean? So it's like because you get like so attached, especially with that piece too. You get so attached in the artist's vulnerability. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like you almost like I said, you attach yourself to their story.
I want to get into this next question, but it kind of goes into another stuff that we have planned.
Do you want me to read mine real quick? The one I just did.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm about to take this somewhere.
But my shit, you know me. I write dark shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Perfect. No,
my
because
shit's always dark. I tried to. I can't be positive if I wanted to.
There's a saying though, and I heard this the other day again, and it's
You'll find light in the darkest places, because that's the truth.
No, Dean.
Stop reading people's minds, man.
Well, it is-
That's your fake
really-
poem.
But no, I really feel that in my heart, though.
I see that. I can see that.
I think
You
that
can
you
make
can find
light of dark situations.
That's like the ultimate optimistic kind of theory.
Right.
100%, because it's like it's never, even when you think everything is like turned against you, it's like there is always a way.
Right.
There is always a way.
It's like overcoming obstacles. That was actually my college paper.
Really?
That was a theme.
What was your major?
Yeah. So I'm a psychology major, with a focus study in sociology.
Look at that.
Oh.
I'm the other way around.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, I couldn't really deal with the sociology,
Wow.
theory classes.
Yeah,
Everything else, loved.
I like soc, and then I minored. I didn't officially minor, but I took like enough classes to minor in psych classes. So
I did soc and religion. Excuse me.
I almost did that too.
But I fell into the religion one. I just had enough credits.
That's
true.
Because I took Judaism and Islam.
Judaism, Islam, Christianity. Took Buddhism.
Oh damn! You out here for the coexist?
I did a whole world religions course.
No, but then I did
Yeah.
like 3 Christianity specific courses. As
Oh.
well. Shout out to Professor Babcock.
Shout
What was the
Shout
other
out to
dude?
him.
The other dude we had. He used to do the night classes. He did.
Professor Gary. Shout out to Professor Gary.
Remember we had a Christianity with him?
Yeah, we used to. Didn't that get us out of practice early?
It did. It did get us out of practice.
And that's why
I did. You know what?
I hated third.
I did that
What?
twice. I did that because my freshman year I had French. I took French.
Oh yeah, because we only
Shit,
took it on
'cause-
Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, I took it on Wednesdays. I was like, I'm getting out of practice. Fuck this. I did that shit twice. I cheat the system twice. Yeah, they still want me for that one. No.
Well, we can get rest in peace quickly. But
Come on, man. No. This man is perfectly fine. He's breathing. He's alive,
Oh
and
my
he has a
God, you're the
family.
worst,
So
Dean.
don't. So stop it right
The
there.
savage Dean.
Yeah, stop it right there, old man Dean.
I'll fight Al Qaeda, but I will not share this field with you.
He did not.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Come on, let that man
let him
grow.
live.
Let that man grow.
Listen, he's fighting for. Listen, all jokes aside, quickly, you know how we are. Big ups, big love to you.
Yeah, salute to service, man.
Listen,
God damn it.
if you want to laugh, Eichner fucking missed the block and got me blown the fuck up one time when I pulled.
That's completely different though. You wasn't a
I
ball
lost
carry.
him.
You right.
Oh, yeah.
You right.
You guys talking about football?
Yeah, we went
Okay.
there. Let's bring
I mean,
it back.
I was a cheerleader,
Let's
so
bring
I
it
kind of understand something.
Oh, okay.
I understand
Shout out.
plays, you know.
Shout out to the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
There we
Shout
go.
out to the Indians. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Brentwood.
Yeah, don't get too crazy
Wood.
though. Don't get too.
The
don't.
real wood.
Get out.
All right,
and
then
We're
that's
not-
She didn't do that. She didn't do that to me, did she? She didn't do that to me.
I
This
did.
is my fucking
I
show.
did. I'm taking. No, I'm just kidding.
so. Let's
right.
hear what you got there.
So a little backstory. This is my first time actually rereading it, so bear with me, people. I don't really have a name for it. I don't. I
Is
just.
your name on there?
But you know what? This is just the first
you
couple.
started it?
Yeah, and then it just gave me some bold. So I don't know. I didn't do that on purpose. So yeah, I don't know what the name of it is, but fuck it.
Peace.
Peace. All right, let me see back because this takes a little like a certain flow.
Absolutely.
And
Get your mind right. Get your mind
performance. I wish I could
Got
like.
this.
I wish I could like prop this up right here. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of a glare. All right. Feeling like I outgrown this place. Nip told me to run a lap, but never to run a race. How can I deny my pride? No, I'm looking eye to eye with God. Been writing a lot of darker stories lately. Hell is haunting me. Been harder to trying to find the glory lately. Unapologetic. Fuck it. I'll say this, I'll say that. American love hip hop, but they hate blacks. And I can't take that. Wars popping off. I fear the day they give me AKs and say spray that. Been screwed up. They fucking us through all the social institutions. I'm blonde here, worried about my fucking distribution. Trump's in office and it's thinking like collusion. But it's wartime, right? It's going to be a lot of ammunition and pollution. I like Obama, but was the black man the answer to the solution? Or was it the system? Because they stalk and prey on their victims. I'll fight for my life, plus I know God got me. And these two fists are like bombs. Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Bars.
Peace.
That was good.
Nah, fuck
You're
that.
improving.
Atomic bomb.
Honestly.
Now.
Cue the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Oh, don't give us that funk
No.
flex
Yeah,
bullshit.
sorry. Woof. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was that. But you can see that
No, but that's
that's a
dope.
performance piece right there.
Right. I was gonna say you better perform that.
Yeah, that's something where I got to really act it out and get the energy right. For
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I guess I
It.
love.
You like the rhetoric of it too. I know you know. That's,
Son, I
Take him
love
back
how
to the
you.
Second Amendment.
Yeah, right. I was talking about busting guns and shit. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, right on, brother. Right on, America. Bust that gun.
No, it was the different themes and concepts that you had and the way that you were able to tie them all together that was absolutely astounding.
Thank you.
Wordplay.
Like
Thank you.
you went from talking about you and your feelings to then just talking about the actual social institutions of America and why the current our current
The most
solution
current.
right now, the most current solution right now. It didn't work, just like the last solution didn't work because the actual system doesn't work. Like it fucking beautiful.
Thank you.
Fucking
I loved it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I can see your evolution
Thank you.
with that piece.
Good shit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good shit.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Nice.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna cry again.
First of all, I want to thank God, our Lord and Savior. You know what I mean? Then I want to thank my mom. I want to thank the good people at Social Media House. And
Shout out social media house.
yeah, you know what I mean? And I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank Dean. I thank you for always being there, supporting me. This is my speech
I
for
know.
when I went out.
I
I mean,
know.
oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I
You
am.
got it prepared.
Yeah. I want to thank Double F for supporting me too. Just always knowing and being there in my corner. And yeah, that's it. I love y'all. Peace, love, and chicken.
Love and chicken.
And I actually think that is one hell of a way to actually end this episode.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
look at me coming out with outros and shit.
Look at that. I think that is a good way to do that. So listen, we're gonna close this bad boy down because I think that we actually took him back old school. We won a full hour.
Oh, we did.
I believe we won a full hour on this.
Nah,
bad
only
boy.
50 minutes. It'll be all right.
Tomatoes. Oh, I never
And we didn't even
even
talk
You learned
music.
something new. No. Well, you ain't. Well, listen. Stay tuned, y'all.
I'm coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming
Coming
back.
back.
This is just the start of the residency. So, we're going to be out
Hello,
here.
I'm
Yeah, BTB residency in the building.
Absolutely.
Not only everybody could get a residency, only the select few of the creatives can do that. You know what I mean? So we started out here, we testing out with Double F, and yeah, man. Anything you got to say to people?
I am Dean. That is the Madman Los. We have Ms Paulino, as y'all now know her.
Yeah.
And we will be back, y'all. Peace, love, and chicken.
Peace.